The Give. 48 countries started, pared down to 32, then 16, 8, 4, 2, crowned one champion. The World Cup came to North America for 5 magical weeks. What's my take? It's a grand and beautiful game. It unites more than it divides. Suspenseful, dramatic, intense, competitive. Keeps you on the edge of your seat if you choose to sit at all. I know there are negatives. Instances of xenophobia, concerns over equity and fairness on and off the pitch. This isn't about that. I don't want to give that attention. I choose to turn mine to the positive. Cultural representation. Playing for your country. Cheering for your country. You could feel the honor and the prestige in the players' eyes during the anthem. You could see it in the fans' eyes as well, in their face paint, in their light-hearted cultural garb. I'm looking at you, Egypt. I'm looking at you, Scotland, and I'm looking at you, Norway. England clip. I love this clip for so many reasons. First, it's the fourth wall. Many times, athletes don't break down the fourth wall for obvious reasons. Safety and security, focus on the game at hand. But in the World Cup, you saw a lot of times the players, they broke that fourth wall. They celebrated with the fans. Another reason is the name on the front of the jersey means everything. So you're going to celebrate with your fellow country fellows. And in this instance, singing Oasis, British music with the victorious Brits. I mean, how cool is that? Norway clip. I don't speak Norwegian. No idea what that instigator was saying. Don't need to. It's not about me. It's about the Norwegians celebrating themselves, having fun. And here's the thing. You don't need to speak Norwegian. You just have to open your eyes. It's right there. Cultural exchange. This happened big time with the Norwegians. Non-Norwegians participating in the rowing activity. How epic is that? How beautiful is that? Light-hearted cultural exchange, but cultural exchange nonetheless. That's what the World Cup provided. That platform and stage for you to be you and me to be me. Nationalism, but not that toxic nationalism. Authentic, non-threatening. This is me, look at me, interact with me. It was just really, really beautiful. Korea and Mexico. This got a lot of media attention, and rightfully so. For me, it's the best example of this cultural exchange. There was this viral clip of a gentleman grabbing the corner of his eyes to mock a Korean fan. And someone who's been on the receiving end of that, it's not fun. But that instance was countered beautifully by what you saw in that clip, by the stories of Koreans wearing their jerseys and going into local restaurants and enjoying the Mexican cuisine and being welcomed. That is what it is all about. The fanhood. I'm a sports guy. I'm not a front runner. I root for my team through thick and thin. No fractured or shaky allegiance. And that mentality was on full display during the World Cup because you weren't just rooting for your team, you were rooting for your country. I had the pleasure of watching a match between England and Mexico in a bar that was pretty evenly split. And I just want to kind of show you some clips of the reactions to 2 goals, one by each side. You see,
fanhood may divide us, but the beauty of sport is the way it brings us together. To celebrate, to commiserate, and to do everything in between.
Of being in Germany during the group stage, and I was in Berlin, I was in Essen, and I was in Frankfurt. So I was in the northeast part, the northwest part, and the central. Football is everything in Germany, and that fanhood and that energy, it was palpable. The last thing I want to show you is this picture from Essen, Germany. And in this picture, it's a deli. It's not a pub, okay? And it is owned by people from Kazakhstan. And you see it in the photo. There were generations were present. There were elders. There were babies in laps. And they were so proud. They were getting throttled by Portugal. It was 5-0, I think. And every time that one of their players got possession of the ball, they just started clapping. They started cheering. And I was just watching them. You could see the joy in their eyes, the representation, and just the honor of representing their country on that stage. It was just a really, really beautiful moment, and that photo, to me, exemplifies everything that is right about the World Cup and everything that just made it really a special experience. So thank you, World Cup 2026, for the cultural exchange, for the cultural representation, and for the inspiring nationalism.